Hi everyone, Happy New Year and welcome to my channel. My name is Negin. I love bullet journaling and books and self-care, personal growth and fashion. So if you're interested, please give me a subscribe. I plan to create a lot more content for this channel in the new year. But this video is all about my 2020 flip through. I love bullet journaling. This is my third year doing it. I think I have a video of my first bullet journal somewhere in that channel. I'll link it down below. I love to take that time of the year to kind of like stop and flip through and look over all the art that I've created and the great memories of 2020. So if you're interested in looking over and seeing what's in that journal, then keep on watching. This is an Archer and Olive journal. As you can see, she is thick. I believe this is this 192 version of that journal. I love this journal. It's been so great to have it this year and to kind of like play with it. I love the moon and the stars, which is exactly why I got it. Basic bitch alert here. The one downside of this journal, I would say, is probably the fact that it gets dirty super easily. I had to clean that thing up so many times, which is why the gold kind of like faded out. So I'm gonna open her. This page is something that I like to do every year. I like to kind of like have a vibe for my bullet journal and what's going to be inside it. And it's kind of a theme that I use for the entire year. And I don't use it only for my bullet journal, but also in my mindset and how I'm going to think of my life this year. So this year was no risk, no magic. I really wanted to be bold this year, to go for my goals, go for my dreams, and be unapologetic about it, and really kind of like go for things without being so scared all the time. But yeah, next to it I have this Dear 2020 kind of like letter. This is something that I thought of this year. I really like the idea of having a final letter to 2020 as a recap of everything that happened for me. I love this spread, honestly. It was probably the most 5-minute spread ever, but I really like how it turned out. The next spread is my 100 happy things. I like to really kind of keep track of everything that really makes me happy and everything that brings me joy and gratitude. And this is something that I have been doing throughout the years, but I thought this year I'm just gonna stick to it and come up with 100 things. And so if you're interested to know what those 100 happy things are, you can head out to my blog. I will put them on there very, very soon. It's a mix of shows and books and experiences, just life in general. Then next is my grid spacing spread. I use this a lot. This is probably one of the spreads that I use the most, as it kind of like helps me navigating my journal and kind of like knowing like the grids and the dots, so I don't have to count over and over again every time. I think that you guys, if you're into Brunette journaling, you're definitely familiar with this page. Then next to it is 2020 Negin. I really wanted a cute little doodle. Actually, no, I had a free page and I was like, what am I gonna do there? I had this page and I was like, okay, I just want to illustrate how I was in 2020. So when I can open my journal again, I can remind myself of what it was. And as you can see, it's a lot of sweatpants, no makeup, a lot of books, a lot of working. It's feeling stuck and exhausted and really drained. It's not my most positive year, but I really wanted to kind of like remind myself of it. And then I have my 2020 goals page. I love this page. I do it every single year. I think that it's important to set very kind of like specific goals for yourself, just so you can keep track of your growth. And I always do that, and I used to put some things that were not very specific, but now I tend to be very, very specific in what I want to achieve this year, and I find it to be way more helpful than just like simple resolutions. And every year I have a word, and this year was honesty. I want to learn to be more honest when it comes to talking about my feelings and going after the things I want, and just being more daring in general. So it was a big theme for me this year. The next page are my 2020 in pictures. I love this spread. This is another spread that I really do every single year, to really kind of like look back over the super important times of the year. And I also have little blurbs next to it just to explain what happened. This is one that's dear to me because in October, me and my best friend launched our podcast. It's called Call Us Mikneg. If you are interested in the podcast, then I'll link it down below so you can go and check it out. Then I have my 2020 playlist spread. I really love this spread. I think it's really cute. I tend on doing it again. I love music. I listen to a lot of music all the time. I'm the kind of person I would rather listen to music than to people. So there's a lot of Taylor Swift because I'm a Swiftie. So if you're a Swiftie, let me know in the comments down below and we'll just be friends because I love Swifties. Then I did this like little 2020 themes page. I thought that turned out so cute. This is my first year doing it, but I want to do it again next year just because I thought that was really cute. And then I have my 2020 bulk shelf. These are all the books that I read. I am so super proud of this spread. I thought it looks so beautiful, and I put it on my Instagram and people loved it as well. I agree. I think it's probably one of the best spreads that I've ever done. Then is my 2020 vision board. I really like it. I really like to have my vision board done. I do it every single year. I think it's super important to kind of like keep your goals in a visual way, and many of these things actually manifested without me even like thinking about it, so that's pretty cool to see and to look back on. Dive into my themes. So the first theme of this journal is May. I love this theme so much. This is the theme that made me want to start an entirely new bullet journal, just a new bullet journal, new vibe. This is a Star Wars theme, and this is Rey and Kylo Ren from the new series, the new Skywalker series. I just love Star Wars so much, and I wanted to have it in one of my bullet journals. I loved playing with the black and the white and the watercolors. I thought that was so cool. My brain dump. I use brain dump in every month. A mood board. Kind of doodles a lot. It's kind of like cool to kind of like really illustrate where my thoughts are at, and just to kind of like pinpoint what I want to talk about, or how I want to illustrate content, or how I want to write a post. This is my June theme. I really liked it too. This is the first time where I really played with watercolors, and just I really didn't know how it would come out. Also, this is my first time playing with palm trees. Palm trees, I have a lot of respect for them just because I find them really hard to draw. But I'm really happy of how that turned out. This happened to be done at the same time that Kygo released his new album. I love Kygo as well, and I just really loved just the vibe of it. His vibe is like really tropical and really cute, so that's what I did. This looks way better on camera than it actually looks in real life. My playlist, my Kygo playlist. My favorite song is Raging of all time, probably. These are all the books that I read in June. I really thought it would be really cool to have kind of like a spread with all the books that I read and the ratings and what I thought of the book, just so I could look back on everything that I read. Then I thought maybe it would be better to have a reading journal, but I don't like the idea of having too many journals. So I had it in there. Haven't done that for every single month just because it's a lot of work, but I really like how it turned out. Ooh, ooh. Oh, this happens when you're a perfectionist and you just keep on raping pages. I have to learn not do that much, just because it can really kind of like screw up with your journal. Oh, this was an empty page, and I have another journal where I journal, as in I write my thoughts and everything that I feel. And sometimes there are pages that I really love. So what I tend to do is that when I have an empty page and I haven't done anything next to it, I will just paste some, like, a copy of that journal, just because I want to, have it in the same place. This was my Mean Girls Pink July spread. My best friend is born on the 25th of July, and I wanted something that was pink because it's her favorite color, and that was fun, and that's probably one of my favorite themes of all time that I have made. I thought it was so cool, so effortless. I love it so much. I missed one. The books again. Oh, I did this this reading rush challenge where I was supposed to read 5 books in 5 days, I think, or 5 books in a week. Obviously didn't end up reading everything, but it was try. This is when Folklore came out. Taylor dropped a surprise album, and it was the most mind-blowing things for me, and of course I had to include it in my journal. I also have my Chloe Ting Tread Challenge kind of like program, just because I like to have it all in one place. This is my August theme, and obviously my August theme had to be a Taylor Swift theme, just because August is now my all-time favorite song, like, ever. I love it so much. I could listen to that song all day, every day. So it's all about, like, little doodles of Taylor and her previous eras. My favorite era is Reputation. Let me know in the comments down below what's your era. And these are just lyrics of August with little stars. I didn't use that calendar view that much, just because, I don't know, some months I just don't use it. Oops. Yeah. Oh, this was A Little Life. That's probably my all-time favorite book. This was a great month. Overall, summer was just like such a great time, just because I had to experience summer, be with my family, really be together a little bit more, and also then I could enjoy Folklore, and then I read my all-time favorite book. So it was a good month. September. This is my stationery spread and theme. I love that theme so much. I was so proud of it. These are all my essential and all the things that I use in my journal, obviously. I love that spread so much. Looking back to it is just really great. This is my Adam Driver birthday card from my friend Paloma that she got me for my birthday. I'm not going to talk about it just because it's perfect. But it's very great. Then I skipped a month just because October, November, and December are the worst months for me. I work a lot and I don't have time to really be creative. This is not my best theme. I'm not proud of it, but I had to get something done just so I could use my bullet journal for organizational kind of like reasons. And then we have December, which again, not proud of, just because I didn't get enough time to just really sit and just like be like, okay, what do I want to do for this? Evermore, because Taylor went on and just dropped another album. Kalas Mikneg. My favorite books of 2020. I have a video coming up with this very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. I read really, really good books this year, so I'm pretty proud of my stack. And looking back at 2020, I love doing this to kind of like reflect on my wins, reflect on the things that I've learned, the things that I've tried, my highlights, the things I'm grateful for, what I need more of, my mistakes. This is definitely a great spread that I really want to do it in future journals. And then this is a little drawing that my best friend did for me for this Christmas, and it just says, fuck you, next. I think that we can all agree that 2020 needs to go. So yeah, guys, this was my bullet journal. I really hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. Looking over it was really, really fun. I hope that you had a great 2020, and I wish you the best for 2021. Stay tuned because I am coming up with my setup for 2021. I have been overthinking this. Obviously, I have, but I think that I have something pretty cool that is coming towards you. So stay tuned for that and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.